बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला रसूलिहिल करीम व अला आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमाइन। Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's our pleasure to welcome you to the departmental orientation of the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. On this note, I would like to welcome respected head of the department, Dr. Nisar Ahmed Yadu. Dr. Nisar Yatu, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Over to you, Sheikh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I would like to welcome all the students who are joining in this session now. So this is our first interaction on behalf of department with the students of the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So purpose of this session is to just to give you a brief orientation about what department is and what are its actually courses and other activities we have. After that, I would love to take the questions if you have any. So when we see this agenda of this session, first we will discuss about the department. So what programs are offered by the department and who are the faculty and staff in the department, right? So and how they will be working with you, inshallah. And mode of study is very important for an institution, right? So it depends upon the nature of the institution. So how they make their students to study in their different programs. So that we will be discussing in which we will be discussing about our virtual campus, or we call it dashboard, and plus forums, right? So around these two aspects, these two things, our whole study program revolves. And lastly, we will discuss about the assessment and examination. So which is actually the tool to measure the outcome of a session, right? So how successful the students have been in a particular semester or in a particular program during a period, right? So that actually we determine by certain type of assessment or examination. So that we will be discussing. So what sort of assessment and examinations we have at International Open University. So let us begin with the first point, the programs offered. So basically, actually, we have right now Bachelor's of Science in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, which is our accredited program of 4 years. And also we are working on the Masters of the same, Masters of Science in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, which is a 2-year program. And we have actually started enrolling the students from this semester. So apart from these main two, we have interim qualifications, certificate in Islamic Economics, Bank and Finance, and second associate degree in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So if you see, these interim qualifications are part of our bachelor's or BSc in Islamic Economics, Bank and Finance. So when we enroll students for 4 years BSc program, so if a student completes the first year, right, so he or she is awarded with a certificate in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance if they choose to quit the program, or the interim qualification they will get. And if the students continue for next 1 year, means 4 semesters, so they are awarded with associate degree in Islamic economics, banking and finance. And if the students complete all the 4 years or 8 semesters, so they are awarded with BSc IEBF. So this is actually the structure of program at undergraduate level. Apart from this, we are actually in the process of launching of MSc program, inshallah. Right, so that will be in 1 or 2 semesters. That will be a full-fledged program, inshallah, on our dashboard. So these are the main qualifications what we have at university in the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. Next to this, we have faculty and staff who are teaching or assisting or facilitating the students in the campus. So this, the faculty for the programs, we have two-tier faculty. One is the course developers and instructors. So their task is to develop the course. They provide the recordings of the lectures. As by now you must have gone through your respective courses. You must have seen uh, on each course we have around 30 lectures recorded, 15 for the midterm and 15 for the final examinations. Right. So all the 30 lectures are recorded by qualified teachers. We call them as course developers or instructors. So they're actually one-time teachers. They just put the material, they just actually prepare the material, and we put that material on the dashboard. So that is their job, right? And there is not any actually connection between the instructors and the students. On the regular basis, we have assigned faculty. We call them regular faculty, right? So who will be with you for the semester, and who will be actually answering your questions, queries in the forums, emails, who will be conducting time to time the live sessions whenever the need is there for the live sessions. And those teachers will be conducting your exams. They will be putting the question papers. They will be putting marking your exams, right? So this is actually the role of regular faculty. And regular faculty has main and actually the regular continuous role with you, and you will be in touch with them through forums and emails. Apart from that, we have uh, VLE staff, or we call them as course coordinators, who are backing the regular faculties, who are who are on the back end, who will be managing your dashboard with the, and who will be actually arranging all the material on the dashboard. So that is the VLE and course coordinators. So they will be just working on the back end. Again, there will not be any connection between the student and the VLE team, right? So for the interaction purposes, we have the for the study purposes, actually, we have the virtual campus dashboard, as you must have logged in to your respective accounts, and you must have seen your dashboard, and you will have access to the respective courses which are on the dashboard. So apart from the main courses, there are some guidelines given on the dashboard, like there are some orientations, uh, right? And there are some, for example, we have some news headings, we have some deadlines, dates, right? So those are all actually on the dashboard. Students can do each and everything on the dashboard. It is actually a virtual campus. You can go to the different sections on this. You will find your courses, you will find uh, information regarding your fee, etc. You will be finding the information about the grades, right? So you can download your grade sheet on this dashboard. Apart from that, we have for the communication some important things that is we call as forums, right? So we have the course forums on each and every course on the dashboard, and those forums are classified, or we have different types like announcement forum, student discussion forum, technical feedback forum, and ask teacher forum. So these are the four main forums what you will be finding on your respective course page. So the announcement forum is for a teacher who will be announcing time to time about you must have received welcome message in the beginning of the semester, and time to time you will get the announcements regarding assignments, etc., right? So that is actually in the announcement forum. It is a kind of notice board. So we put each and everything in this forum, and students get to know about different things, right? Different academic activities. Apart from that, there is student discussion forum, so which is for the students to discuss with themselves. It is a kind of actually a student club, right? So in which you can put your idea, put your thoughts for other students for to give their inputs. So it is just for it is purely for the academic purpose. It actually, we discourage students to put any personal information, right, like phone numbers, etc., in this forum. So this is just to enrich the academic culture, right? It is to just to make sure that students are in touch with each other, and actually they are connected community, right? And they are studying together. And after this, we have one more forum, that is technical feedback forum. If you find any difficulty in logging in or something, you do not have access to any particular section on the course page, right? You face any technical problem, so you can ask in that, and our technical team will be responding to this forum. And the last is the important forum, which is the Ask Teacher forum. So whatever questions you have related to the material, you have related to uh, any this section, this any session recorded session, right? You have question related to the slides, etc., right? So anything you want to ask to the teacher, respective teacher, you can put it in the Ask Teacher forum, and we encourage students to maximize the interaction with the teachers in this forum, right? So try to avoid other platforms of interaction like emails, WhatsApp, etc., right? So whenever you post a question in this Ask to Teacher forum, a teacher is supposed to reply you within 1 or 2 days, right, maximum, right? So we make sure that the teacher will reply to each and every question, and this forum is actually under being monitored by the respective supervisors, like heads of department, faculty manager, right? So it is actually for the benefit of students. This Ask Teacher forum, and whenever there is question, teacher must reply to you in the Ask Teacher forum. So which is not actually possible to monitor in other sources like email, WhatsApp, etc., right? So I encourage students to ask the question in Ask Teacher forum only, right? And whenever you ask the question, it remains actually accessible to other students as well. So they might have some similar question, and you may get a shared answer from a teacher, right? So this is the purpose of this Ask Teacher forum. So these are the forums which we have. So based on which actually we communicate with each other. So there is teacher-student communication. So when we look into the assessment, right? So how we do the assessment. So when students study for a particular period, we have to do the assessment. So we have 4 types of assessments. You can see on your respective course page. One is continuous assessment, means after each and every lecture, you will find some multiple choice questions, test questions, right? So that is a continuous assessment. So you are attempting this assessment after completing each lecture, right? So by now you must have attempted some tests, because it is some third week of our study now. And after that, we have assignment, which you will find after the midterm lectures, after 15 lectures. But the assignment questions will be available to the students in the first week of October, inshallah, for the accredited modules. And for the non-accredited modules, it is already available, right? So you will be attending the assignment, and on the assignment section, you will find all the detailed guidelines, right, for attempting the assignment, for submitting the assignment. Apart from that, we have midterm exams, which is based on multiple choice questions as well as open-ended questions. So midterm is after the first 15 lectures, and then final exam is after the next 50 lectures, right? So the pattern is same for both midterm exam as final exam. So it will be based on multiple choice questions and open-ended questions, both, right? And you will find actually the duration of the time period for the assessment will vary from course to course. It depends upon the nature of the course, right? So this is actually the assessment. I would I suggest you to please go through the course page in detail, and you find all these four assessments, and you will get to know more about this. And if then you have any questions, any queries, so I'm here to answer, or you can ask the question to respective teacher in the forum, right? So they will be available to you in the forums for your questions and queries. So this was all about how we study, right? And what is the mode of assessment, etc. And lastly, I will, for the motivational purposes, so as you have joined this program in Islamic economics, banking and finance, so you must feel motivated till the end of the program, right? So you can find, we have an Insights magazine, which is available on IOU website. So we have actually published some articles related to Islamic finance, and one of the recent is the future of ethical finance, Islamic economics, bank and finance at IOU, right? So what is its future and why you should study at IOU? So I have highlighted some aspects like being fully online learning at IOU. It is actually why you should actually study at IOU, and flexible timing, international standard curriculum, diverse faculty, affordability, etc. Right? So I would suggest you to please go through this article in detail. You read about this, and you will get to know about the future of Islamic finance. So, what are the opportunities, right? You have after passing out with the programs at IIU. So, this was the brief about the department and the programs, its functioning. So, I would like to welcome you if you have any questions, any queries now. Any questions?
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. Thank you very much for such an enlightening talk. Students, if you have any questions, you can post them in the chat box next to the window. Dear students, if
I
you
hope
have any
I covered
questions,
everything, right?
yes, Sheikh, inshallah. So for waiting for any questions, if they have. So Sheikh, there's a comment that everything is clear, so it seems like there are no questions.
Okay, right. Yes. So I would like to share it again that if you have any questions, any queries, feel free to ask in the respective forums, right? So we will be happy to answer the questions, inshallah.
Okay, there's one question. Is IOU planning for master's degree and how soon?
So actually, IOU has launched its master's degree this semester, but We are running with low enrollment this semester because it was very late without any much efforts of the marketing. Inshallah, by the next semester, we'll be inshallah. It will be fully launched by next semester, inshallah, right? So we have launched it this semester, and we are testing. Actually, it is like a kind of a pilot test this semester, right? And by next semester, inshallah, it will be fully available, inshallah, to every student.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh, for taking your time. MashaAllah, you've answered all the questions. So seems like there are no more questions at the moment. So with your permission, probably we can end the session now.
Right, inshallah.
Right. We thank Dr. Nisar Yatu for such an enlightening talk and the students for being a part of the session. May Allah bless us all with beneficial knowledge and place His barakah in all the efforts on our path to seeking knowledge. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. The session is ended now. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khair wa yakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.